If you want to know what the ACC, Big Ten, Pac-12 alliance is like and what the press conference really established today, you need to look no further than this graphic that I saw tweeted here, courtesy of Noah Wolf, who actually, it appears, does women's basketball at Iowa State. It's a graphic that has the three logos, and it says ACC, Big Ten, Pac-12. We like each other. And maybe in 20 years or so, we'll schedule some games against each other. I don't know. We didn't sign a contract or anything, so who actually knows? That's a pretty good synopsis of what we got out of the press conference today with the three league commissioners. My boy, the K-Dog, the K-Man, Georgie K, George Kliavkov of the Pac-12, Kevin Warren of the Big Ten. What is the guy's name from the ACC? Phillips? Is it a Phillips? Can you give me the ACC commissioner's name, please? Again, one of those days.
Jim Phillips.
Jim Phillips from the ACC. They all met, and it's just here's what we learned. This is from Stuart Mandel. What we learned today: there's no signed contract between all the leagues, which to me is the funniest part and the most poignant part of all of this. No signed contract, but they trust each other. In fact, here is the quote from the K-Dog, George Kliavkov. There was an agreement among three gentlemen and a commitment from 41 presidents and chancellors. There is no signed document, and there doesn't need to be. We didn't focus on that. We didn't even talk about that. Hilarious that quote comes from the least powerful of the three leagues and the least powerful of the three commissioners here being like, oh, it's fine, guys. We didn't need anything signed. We didn't need anything signed. It's not like we have the most to lose of anything here, and it's not like we are the league that everybody was looking around like, why would you align with them if you're in more of a position of power? Yeah, I'm sure it's all going to be fine. It'll be fine. We'll be okay. We like each other. I mean, come on, man. You're really talking about this is going to accomplish massive things in the sport of college athletics and college football when you're not signing any documents. There's nothing tying anybody together other than gentlemen's agreements. I mean, ask Bob Bowlesby how well that goes when you feel like you have like-minded individuals that you're good friends with, like Joe Castiglione. You just get stabbed in the back, man. You get burned. There are no rules in conference realignment. I've said that over and over again. There are no rules ever. And the idea that they're just going to trust each other to basically, the idea here would be not poach other leagues. That the Pac-12 is just saying, well, there's nothing actually written down here, nothing legally binding the Big Ten from taking USC from us. But, look, we talked about it over a meal at Olive Garden. So it's fine. We all met at TGI Friday. We had a bloomin' onion at Chili's, and we broke bread. We broke onion. And we all decided that, we won't raid each other. So it's all good. Who bails on a bloomin' onion? That's what we have here between these three leagues. I can't, I'm astounded by that fact.
Well, once again, this takes me back to the show Survivor and the alliances you'll find on that show. I mean, there's no paperwork when contestants build an alliance. It's not like if one person breaks the alliance or kicked off the show. It's just a part of the game. I don't exactly know why they would be signing any paperwork anyways. A gentleman's agreement makes sense in this sort of situation. It just makes me wonder, how long does it take where there's a big disagreement and then somebody's kicked out of the alliance? We're moving on without the Pac-12 in 2 years.
Yeah. Mitch, I feel very in tune with this because I got YouTube TV and it came with a free month of HBO Max.
Ooh.
So I'm scrolling through last night trying to find something on HBO Max just to, I wanted something mindless, completely mindless. And I found this show called F-Boy Island. Have you seen this?
Is it about Jeffrey Epstein?
No. F stands for something. It's a four-letter word. F-Boy Island. And it's all about guys who, half of them claim that they are good guys, genuinely nice guys, and half of them claim that they are F-boys. And three women have to determine whether or not they're going to wind up with true love or an F-boy. And anyway, you could already see some of the alliances and things, bubbling up there in episode 1. So I feel like we have our own version of that here. There are three women trying to pick their suitors there. Here you have three conferences the 3 commissioners are all going to get trotted out and try and figure out if they're working with F-boys or if they're working with real, truly nice people.
At some point, the Big Ten is going to find a hidden immunity idol. They're not going to tell the ACC and Pac-12 about it. They're going to play it at Tribal Council, screwing over either the Pac-12 or ACC. Everything's done. Just a matter of time.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're very much still possible realignment coming from the Big Ten rating somebody, the ACC rating somebody, whatever it might be. Today, as far as how it relates to the Big 12, there were some quotes about the Big 12. I honestly don't know that this really has too much of an effect on what the realities already are in place for the Big 12. That is a conclusion that I can give you from the Alliance today. But we'll talk more about it throughout the show.